we have Mr. Johnny. I hope you all can remember him. Recently, he has taken a tour of this place. Now, do you know that this place is known as the roof of the world? Well, can you tell me the actual name of this place? Well, actually, this place which is regarded as the roof of the world is Tibetan Plateau. It is located in the southern part of China and belongs to the continent of Asia. Now, this plateau has an average elevation of more than 4,500 meters, and therefore this plateau is the largest and the tallest plateau in the world, which is why it is often regarded as the roof of the world. Now, do you know what type of landform is a plateau? Well, a plateau is actually an upland or a highland with a flat top and steep edges. So, a plateau is a highland, that is, it has a higher elevation and it has a flat top with steep edges or slopes. Now, can you relate this landform with any object? Well, a plateau almost looks like a table which has a flat top and steep edges. So, because a plateau resembles or looks like a table, therefore it is also known as a tableland. Now, here we have the rough sketches of different landforms. Well, can you identify them? See, this one's which has higher elevation and a summit with steep slopes is a mountain. So, this one is a mountain, this one is a mountain, and this one is also a mountain. Now, we have another landform which has a flat top. See, this one has a flat top, this one has a flat top, and again this one has a flat top. Also, it has steep slopes. See, here we find a steep slope, and this one also has steep slopes. Now, we just read that a landform which has a flat top with steep slopes are known as, yes, plateaus. So, this is a plateau. This is also a plateau. And this is also a plateau. So, in the first picture, we find that a plateau is situated between two mountain ranges. In the second picture, we find that a plateau is situated just beside or at the foot of a mountain. So, this is a mountain and a plateau is situated just beside it or at the foot of a mountain. And on the other side, it is flanked by a sea. In the third picture, we find that the plateau stands alone and it is surrounded by sea on both the sides. Now, such a plateau that is situated between two mountains is known as intermountain plateau. The word intermountain can be divided into two parts, where inter means in between and mountain means a mountain. So, intermountain plateau simply means a plateau that is situated between two mountains. Now, in the second picture, we find that a plateau is situated at the foot of a mountain, and such a plateau is known as Piedmont Plateau. So, a Piedmont Plateau has a mountain on one side and on the other side it faces a sea or a plain. Now in the third picture, we find that the plateau is surrounded by sea on all the sides, and such a plateau is known as continental plateau. So a continental plateau is such type of plateau which is surrounded by sea, or it can also be surrounded by plains. So on the basis of location, that is where a plateau is found, we can classify the plateaus as intermountain, piedmont and continental. Now let us discuss about some of the examples of each type of plateaus. As discussed just now, an intermountain plateau is bounded by mountain ranges on all sides, or we can also say that an intermountain plateau is situated between mountain ranges. Now some examples of intermountain plateaus are Tibetan Plateau of Asia. Tibetan Plateau, as we can see here, is situated between Kunlun Mountain and Himalayan mountain range. The second example of intermountain plateau is Mexican Plateau, which belongs to the continent of North America, and it is situated between Sierra Madre Oriental and Sierra Madre Occidental, which are mountain ranges. So in both these cases, we find that the plateaus are situated between mountain ranges, and therefore they are the examples of intermountain plateaus. Now a piedmont plateau, as we know, has mountain on one side and a plain or a sea on the other side. Some examples of piedmont plateaus are Patagonian Plateau of South America. It is situated between Andes mountain range on one side, and on the other side we have a water body, that is the South Atlantic Ocean. Another example of Piedmont Plateau is Malwa Plateau, which is situated in India. This plateau is situated at the foot of Vindhyas mountains, and on the other side we have a plain region. So Malwa Plateau and Patagonian plateaus are examples of Piedmont plateaus. Now continental plateaus, as we know, is surrounded by or flanked by seas or plains on all these sides, and it stands alone. Continental plateaus are very vast. Some of the examples of continental plateaus of the world are East African Plateau. Say this plateau is not situated beside or at the foot or between any mountain ranges, and rather it has plains on both the sides. Another example of continental plateau is Australian Plateau. This plateau has plain on one side and sea on the other side. In both these cases, we do not find any mountain range close to this plateau. So both these plateaus are examples of continental plateaus. Now plateaus can be further segregated into various types based on their mode of formation and structure. Now there are some plateaus that are dissected or cut through by numerous rivers that flow over them, and these plateaus that are severely eroded by rivers are known as dissected plateaus. Now these dissected plateaus have rugged topography because the rivers that flow over them erode them and form deep gorges or ridges. So dissected plateaus are the plateaus that are severely eroded by rivers which flow over them. A classic example of dissected plateau is Colorado Plateau of North America. This plateau region is drained by or eroded by Colorado River. See, here we have the image of Colorado Plateau. So these are two sides of Colorado Plateau, and in between flows the Colorado River, which erodes or dissects this plateau. Now let us see how plateaus are formed and how we can segregate them on the basis of their formation. Well, before proceeding with our lesson, let us try to answer this objective. Colorado Plateau belongs to the continent of, and the options given are South America, North America, Asia or Europe. We just read that Colorado Plateau, which is an example of dissected plateau, belongs to the continent of North America. So the correct option is North America. Now let's continue with our lesson. We know the Earth's crust is changing continuously due to various natural processes like movement of tectonic plates or continental plates. Now, sometimes due to slow collision of tectonic plates, the overlying crust gets uplifted or folded, thereby forming a highland or a plateau. And this type of plateau that is formed due to upliftment of Earth's crust due to slow collision of tectonic plates are known as tectonic plateaus. Some examples of tectonic plateaus are Meseta Central Plateau of Europe and Tibetan Plateau of Asia. Both these plateaus are formed due to slow collision of tectonic plates, which is an endogenic force. Now, there is yet another endogenic process in which plateaus are formed. Let us know. We know high temperature and pressure exist beneath the Earth's surface. Now, sometimes due to immense pressure, hot molten magma comes up to the Earth's surface through cracks. Now, over the years, the lava spreads over a vast region and accumulates in successive layers, thereby forming a plateau. Now, this type of plateau, which is of volcanic origin, are known as volcanic plateaus. Thus, volcanic plateaus are formed due to gradual accumulation of lava which flow from several volcanic eruptions. Some classic examples of volcanic plateaus are Colorado Plateau of North America and Deccan Plateau of India. Both these plateaus are of volcanic origin and they are considered as one of the oldest landforms of the earth. So we tried to distinguish plateaus on various parameters, that is based on their location, structure and formation. Based on location, plateaus can be segregated or classified as intermountain, piedmont and continental. Intermountain plateaus are placed in between mountain ranges. Next we have piedmont plateau that have mountain on one side and a sea or a plain on the other side. The third type is continental plateau. Continental plateaus stands alone and is surrounded by a lowland or sea on all the sides. Based on structure, we can classify plateaus as dissected. Dissected plateaus are eroded or cut through by several rivers that flow over them. And thirdly, plateaus can be classified into two types, that is tectonic and volcanic, based on their mode of formation. The plateaus that are formed due to slow collision of tectonic plates are known as tectonic plateaus, while the plateaus that are formed from volcanic eruptions are known as volcanic plateaus. So this chart shows the classification of plateaus based on location, structure and mode of formation. Now let us discuss about various importance of plateaus. A number of items that we use in our daily lives like electric wires, utensils, car batteries, jewelries, etc. are made up of important minerals. For instance, electric wires are made up of copper or aluminium. Again, utensils are made up of steel, which is an alloy of iron. Car batteries are made up of lead, while jewelries are made up of precious metals like gold or silver. Now, all these elements, that is copper, steel, lead, gold, silver, etc., are important minerals. Thus, we find that minerals are very valuable and many useful products can be obtained from them. Now, do you know where minerals are found? Well, minerals are mostly found in plateau regions. Now look at these two maps. The first map shows the minerals of India and the second map shows the plateaus of India. Now if we compare them, then we shall find that minerals are mostly concentrated in this region, which coincides with the Malwa Plateau region. Again, there is high concentration of minerals in eastern part of India, which coincides with the Chota Nagpur Plateau region. Again, we have high deposit of minerals in the southern part of India, which coincides with Deccan Plateau region. Thus, from this map, we can conclude that plateaus have high concentration of minerals, or plateaus are the storehouses of minerals. And because of this reason, people living in plateaus pursue mining as their occupation. Now, mining refers to the process of extracting minerals from the earth's surface. So, the importance of plateaus is that a large number of minerals can be extracted from them. Again, we know that there are some plateaus that are of volcanic origin, and these plateaus are known as volcanic plateaus. Now, volcanic plateaus are rich in black soil. Now, look at this map. This map shows the distribution of black soil in India, and this region, if you can remember, coincides with, see, Deccan Plateau region. Now, being of volcanic origin, black soil is rich in minerals and nutrients and is very suitable for growing cotton. See, this picture shows cultivation of cotton on black soil. Thus, we find that volcanic plateaus are rich in black soil and they are best for growing cotton. In fact, Maharashtra, which lies in the Deccan Plateau region, is one of the leading producers of cotton in India. Plateaus offer mesmerizing sights of waterfalls. This is because, as we know, plateaus have steep slopes. So, when a river flows over them and fall down the steep slope of a plateau, it gives rise to waterfalls. This natural beauty attracts large number of tourists. A famous waterfall of Deccan Plateau is the Jog Falls, which is situated in the state of Karnataka. Also, sometimes dams are constructed across swift flowing rivers in order to harness hydroelectricity. One such important dam is Mettur Dam, which is built across Kaveri River in the Deccan Plateau region. Now, this dam provides electricity to more than 12 villages of the state of Tamil Nadu. Thus, here we find that plateaus are important source of electricity or energy, that is hydroelectricity. So, we find that plateaus are important landforms found on the earth's surface. Some plateaus which are of volcanic origin, that is volcanic plateaus, are rich in black soil and they are good for cotton cultivation. Plateaus are rich storehouses of minerals. Again, plateaus are the source of hydroelectricity because dams are constructed in plateau region in order to harness hydroelectricity. So, these are various importance of plateaus. So, in today's lesson, we understood what type of landform is a plateau. Plateau is a highland with a flat top and steep slopes. Then we tried to classify plateaus on various parameters, that is structure, location and mode of formation. On the basis of structure, plateaus can be classified into three types: intermountain, piedmont and continental. On the basis of structure, plateaus are classified as dissected, and on the basis of mode of formation, plateaus are classified into two types: tectonic and volcanic. And finally, we discuss about various importance of plateaus. So that's all about today's lesson. In our next lesson, we shall focus on another landform of the earth, and that is plains. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to our 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million-plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubt resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, but it's rewarding too. So register for free now.